kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Texas A&M's offense will go on the attack first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
I tell you what, we hear it all the time. Coaches say balance. We want to run and throw the football, not become predictable. When it's snowing like this, the weather, you might change your mind. You might say, let's run the football a lot more. First possession, already thrown an interception.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle. It's Cox. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Bruins in a good spot here with second and short. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They punted away on fourth down. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Hauls it in. Breaks into the open. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Tight end getting vertical. chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. It's reverse. Running to Green. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And the Bruins trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't. And it'll be 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Fires to the big fella. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 for the offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quarterback on the keeper. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Aggies. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And he loses the ball, keeping his own end. Kicking team's got it.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes...
Touchdown, Aggie. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he did get that extra point through with no problem, despite the snowy surface. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Wants to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Matthews.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. No need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits zero. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner will be knocked down. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Right on the money. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls, y'all know.
Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly on the move. Makes the grab on the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Cox. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Bruins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hand off from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Caught in the backfield, it's Cox. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Bruins will punt this one away. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. He'll keep it himself. He has the first and still on his feet. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He gets rid of it, but I don't don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's looking deep. Hauls it in down the sideline. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Run in the red zone. It's Cox. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on second and long. Grabbed in the middle. It's Matthews. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. From the shotgun, they'll run it. There he goes! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Texas A&M going quickly. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on second and 14. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
This is a great play by the defensive back. And I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering a receiver deep down the field, your back's to the play, and you've got to turn your shoulder, locate the football.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. And the punt will come to rest just inside the 30. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to. And
back to the air on second down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Bruins decide to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get down and put it. This return, they'll mark it at the 32. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the ground with the back. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The fake spike trying to catch the defense napping. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, we figured we might get a Music City Bowl that would have social media buzzing, and through 2 quarters of football, indeed, that's the case. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Music City Bowl.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UCLA will go back to work on offense. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
You get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
He'll pull it on the read. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the Bruins line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. There he goes. Open it up. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires left. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter.
Touchdown, Aggie! Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. He'll do it himself. Nice move to keep running. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Bruins send out the punt unit. Just needs a crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll try the run. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Bussey. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. Trying play action. Under fire. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Aggies! And the beatdown has ensued.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The run from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He lobs one high down the left side.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard.
Trying to get behind the defense. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. starts the drive trying to go up top. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. One final play before the end of the quarter. They go to the ground. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Short hands, it's Williams. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Hauls it in the 1st down and more. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Got his man downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. To the air on 1st down. Going for the big play. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Pocket breaking down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for them. Looking for more room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Buys a little extra time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time that was a great play call defensively.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
And the offensive player had to commit pass interference on that play. You saw the defender jump the throw. The defender was in position to make an interception, so the offensive player had to do something to break it up.
They'll go to the counter. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Texas A&M trying to gig him in the red zone. They'll try the left side. Turning it on.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Pressure coming. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is.
Intentional grounding.
So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the catch on the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in stride inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. Hard running there. Stopped at the 13-yard line as as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looking to throw on third. He's got the tight end. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Bruins have it with a first and goal. He's looking to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Looking for the goal line. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead of how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win on to next week.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in-route there.
Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Love working with you guys. Love being in the booth. Love covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this